Welcome, I'm Kevin McNamara and I'm the Van Buren Township Supervisor. I'm sorry I had a scheduling conflict and I could not be there today. I first of all though remember that I have to thank my board. My board works very hard. They care a great deal about Van Buren Township and the residents. Nothing gets done without the board's help and their input, and quite frankly they have to put up with me quite a bit too, so not an easy job being a trustee here in Van Buren Township. Van Buren Township did have a good start though in 2018. In January 2018, our first act of business was to buy a $1.2 million fire truck. Conversely, in December of 2018, our last act of duty was to buy a brand new fire truck. That paired with our fire truck in 2017 means that we have three brand new trucks, $1.2 million and $340,000 and $340,000 truck. I can't imagine anybody having a more modern frontline firefighting force. I asked Chief Brow if it was more modern than Ann Arbor's force, and she said absolutely. So we do have a more modern force. We have a great group there. We didn't just do that though. We fixed up the fire stations. We renovated them. We put in new carpeting, new LED lights, new electrical, some new furniture. We basically gave them a once-over. We're going to start taking care of our facilities the way they should be. That goes with our new dive trailer that we got the year before, our new boat, our new dispatch that we completely renovated and have just turned on and hooked up to some high-speed internet. All that's running right. Public safety is pretty much rebuilt. We've got a few more things, little things that we want to do, but the big ticket items now pretty much are done. Of course, equipment is nothing compared to what people are. People are the real thing that make everything work. And we're really happy to tell you that we've got 4 years of cost control and stability. We have contracts now with all of our major unions. We have the AFSCME union, which is non-police and fire. They've agreed to 4 years. So has the police, and so have the firefighters, and so has the command officers. And they accepted rates that were fair. They cared about our community too. They're basically getting 2% per year over 4 years, 8% works out to, which is fair. It's about what inflation is, it's about what our growth is, it's about what our tax situation is. So it's a constant against our budget. We're good there. I have to mention my clerk, because my clerk is my partner, my full-time partner, along with the treasurer in the working of the township. He was awarded the MTA's Township of Excellence in Election Administration. Election administration is a big deal for the clerk, of course, and with Proposal 3 that just passed, it's going to be a bigger deal because absentee voting is about to happen. Now you can go basically sign up for absentee voting for any reason, anytime. You don't need one, just go out there. So there's no excuse not to vote. Go there, vote by mail, get it done. He also has a lot of other regular duties like processing FOIAs, cemeteries, paying the bills, and taking care of payroll for all the employees. The treasurer, the other full-time partner over here at the Township Hall, she's very busy all the time. She runs her office very well. She's also applying for some MTA Township of Excellence Awards. I'm sure she's going to get them, but they've just been applied. In 2018, the Treasury Department processed 37,000 separate cash receipt transactions. That's an average of almost 155 transactions a day. She does a lot of cash transactions. She's always on target. After 39 years, when I count my blessings, I count Sherry Budd twice. She is just amazing for us. She knows how the budget works, and I really am thankful for her. Business, well, business is booming still in Van Buren Township. We are blessed with a perfect position with two major freeways, many off-ramps, stuck right between Ann Arbor and booming Detroit. Menards finally got open. Constellium is growing. Miser's all growing. Morgan Chase is growing. Costco's expanding. We're becoming the new data center for the Midwest for banks. We've got a U.S. Signal that's moving in. And Subaru, who is one of the iconic car companies for millennials, they love that brand like it's like Thanos loves Infinity Stones. Subaru has moved into our town, and their new headquarters, North American headquarters for research and development, is here in Van Buren, and we're very proud to have them here. Finances, we're very good. We're good, but the seven-figure surpluses that we had last year, the $1.9 million, they're gone. Our board has decided to aggressively start budgeting for long-term debt and to pay off capital improvements as they occur. To give you an example, we put $100,000 a year away for fire trucks. We just bought 3. It'll be 20 years or 15 years before we need another fire truck. 20 years before we need to replace all 3 of them. But in that 20-year period, we're going to need $2 million worth of fire equipment. So we're putting our money away now to pay for it. We're doing that for facilities. We're doing that for all of our big ticket purchases. Besides spending $1.2 million this year on a new fire truck, we also took $1.5 million and we transferred it to long-term debt. We also are building up our retiree medical. We're showing fiscal discipline by paying for things as they happen. We have what's called a CIP Plus program, which is an example of that. This is upgrading the administration building, which has not been upgraded in 25 years. New phones, new electrical, new AC, heaters, tile, paint. We're upgrading our audiovisual in the boardroom. We're also looking at things around here that haven't been replaced in 25 years, like our border signs, welcome to Van Buren. They're pretty much gone. We are ordering new ones right now. It's little things like that that make a community. People notice it when you've got a sign that's hanging and it's rusted and everything else. We need to fix our front doors up, and that's what we're working on, is our front doors. We're also aggressively pursuing alternative methods of financing high quality of life of community amenities, and we're doing it through grants and partnerships. Remember that, because that's what you're going to hear from us a lot in the future. The biggest grant and partnership is our water and sewer. It's a $100 million item in Van Buren Township. We got a grant from the state of Michigan for $770,000 to assess the system. We're still working at it, but everybody in the state of Michigan is going to have to do this. The interesting thing is that we thought ahead and we went after one of the first grants, we got it. This is one of the reasons why we have the lowest water rates in the region. How low are they? I literally carry my water bill around with me just to show off how low my water rates are. Iron Belt Trail is another one of those partnership grant things. Phase 1 is getting built right now. It's in the books. It's going to go from Belleville Road to the Riggs Park, and it's going to run along Huron River Drive. This is being built from $330,000 from Michigan State grants, and it's going to have $30,000 from the county, and we're going to kick in $100,000 from the Township of Van Buren for that section. But we're moving up. We've got Waterloo Pathways Group, which is starting to work with us and helping us out. They've kicked in about $50,000 in engineering for the next slated section of Iron Belt Trail, which is picking the way we go. And it appears that they're slating us in for up to $600,000 in additional grants. We're also working with the state of Michigan for more money from them. April 8th at the high school, we're going to have a town hall meeting regarding Iron Belt Trail. I think if you're a biker or a walker and are interested in this, I think you should come out. We also want to do some offshoots on the Iron Belt Trail to take in some of the subdivisions. The first offshoot's going to go south on Martinsville, and it's going to go to the Country Walk HOAs group. That'll bring in a large portion of our HOAs and connect them with our favorite city, Belleville. We also have another partnership grant. We have a summer youth jobs, which we call the Reel. The Reel is pretty awesome. Teach kids life skills. So last year they actually had a team building exercise where they built a cardboard sailboat and had to sail it across a pool. And it was a competition amongst teams. But they have meetings where they have companies come in and teach them life skills, teach them about accounting and other areas that are important for kids to learn about. And they have discussions about it. So it's really a lot of more than just cleaning up the area. But they do clean the cemeteries. They do help seniors stay in their homes. Seniors cry when they get these things done because they never thought that they'd have their gardens back or their house be able to access their front door because it was so cluttered. And it's amazing how much good they do. We're doing this with a grant from the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority, which is a wonderful group, and they have a lot of fun doing it. Detroit Wayne County Mental Health also provides Narcan for all of our police departments in Southwest Wayne County. We're also getting it for our fire departments, and we're getting it for our schools. Belleville Schools got it. Trustee Miller is spearheading an opioid education forum, which we're going to have in about a month. We're going to do some opioid education. We're going to teach anybody that wants to come to it how to use Narcan. And we're going to give them a $100 Narcan kit to take home. You know, if you've got somebody that thinks they may need Narcan, it might not be a bad idea for them to show up at this meeting. Learn what they can do to help, and just in case it doesn't work, get a Narcan kit. The DDA Placemaking Initiative, which is a millennial park on Belleville Road, that is a partnership with the DDA. At any rate, it's going to allow homeowners associations and businesses to have a place to go meet. And also, millennials can go park there, have lunch, relax, and talk. I never got that park until I was explaining it to a millennial who said that's interesting, but he'd never use it. But then I told him there was going to be Wi-Fi in the park, and his ears perked up. He said, "You're going to have a park with Wi-Fi? I'll be there every day." So now I'm calling it the Wi-Fi Park. Okay. And also the DDA built the overpass. The I-94 overpass had another partnership with the state of Michigan, $500,000. The DDA is an amazing group. We're so happy that they're here. The biggest thing, of course, that they're doing is the Van Buren Splash Park. The Van Buren Splash Park is going to be going onto Quirk Park. It's going to be over 6,000 square feet of splash park. It'll be the largest splash park in the area, and it will be absolutely free. Van Buren kids should not have to go to other communities to get premium recreation facilities. And we're going to start working on that. Now, this is a partnership with DDA, who's putting up $480,000 and taking the lead. The residents of Van Buren Township are putting up $270,000, and the Van Buren Civic Fund is putting up $200,000. This is their largest donation ever. They love this idea. It was designed for the children of Van Buren, this fund, and I don't know if the Civic Fund members are out there right now, but I wish they could stand and get a big round of applause. Gonna hold off while somebody gives them an applause. Civic Fund, yay. Thank you very much. Another partnership was with Wayne County and the federal government, and that's $180,000 that we built a new pavilion out at Van Buren Township Park. We also had a $60,000 grant, CDBG, which we used for our playscape out at Van Buren Township Park. Again, partnerships and grants. McBride Road, Wayne County Grant Initiative, $500,000 plus on McBride Road, done. We've got some more money, about $700,000 for private roads. Sheldon Road, I believe, right now is looking at doing that, but they haven't gotten their paperwork fully in yet. If anybody's interested in redoing the road, running out of time, you're up against Sheldon. We're also worked with Wayne County. We've gathered almost $90,000 for park money from Wayne County and grant funds, and we haven't even programmed it yet. We know about where it's going to go. It's probably going to have to go to the MDNR park initially, just some of it, 20 or 30,000. The MDNR park is another partnership. DNR came along, and we asked for a grant to purchase that property, and they came back and says, "We'll give you a deal that'll make you so happy that you'll take it." And they did. $750,000 was the open market price for the 3+ acres in the lake, and they offered it to us for $22,000. I'll take that deal. So in closing, I just want to state that we had a great year last year. We're going to have an even better year this year. A lot of last year was setting us up for this year. Iron Bill Trail, the Splash Park, the MDNR site. We're looking at possibly a community center. We've got more upgrades to our public safety. We're doing this all through partnerships and grants. We're doing a wonderful job at it. We've got a lot of nice things coming at you this year. We've got music in the park. We've got a great big band group that's going to open up all of our parks with 200 volunteers. More things that are going to happen this year, and next year it's just going to keep on getting bigger and better. I thank you very much for listening to me, and God bless you all. Thank you.